I was trying to find a gig in Sussex about 6 months ago. I got lost. I asked him for directions, and I swear to God, word for word, he says to me, go to the end of this road and turn left at the tree where Donnie crashed his bike in '78.
Where Donnie crashed his bike in '78. All right, so he is an award-winning British comedian living the Canadian dream. Right now, he's also on tour performing his greatest hits from his 20 years as a stand-up. I'm so very happy to welcome back comedian, actor, author, dad, and New Brunswick resident James Mullinger to our studio. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. You know, I'm excited, as you can tell.
I am too. I have to tell you, several months ago, I saw you at Neptune Theatre. I have not laughed so hard again since then. It was just absolutely wonderful. You probably heard me laughing. It was embarrassing. I was ugly laughing.
Hey, I live for that.
Yeah.
What I need to do is move you to every gig. Every gig needs 500 of you in there, Maria, please.
So you've been on tour for a little while now. How's it going?
Great. I mean, I'm kind of, you know, just loving being out there, loving meeting people. Again, one of the things that I love most is getting to see small towns and cities across Canada. So, you know, if I'm playing a big venue in, say, Winnipeg and a big venue in Brandon, I want to go to the small town in between. I've been doing that in Atlantic Canada for the last 10 years.
Right.
But now it's nice to get out in the rest of the country and just see, because you don't get to know Canada by going to the CN Tower.
No.
You get to know Canada by going to, I don't know, a fire hall wedding in Norton, New Brunswick.
You are so correct in that. So what is it about small towns that you love? Why did you decide to move to one?
Good question. I suppose it's the sense of community. It's the fact that obviously everyone knows everyone. I didn't realise quite how much that was going to be the case until I moved to one.
Right.
And it is a kind of, you know, incredible dichotomy where you go to a place where you kind of think that things are going to move a lot quicker because there's so fewer people, but it doesn't actually work like that. Things are way slower in a town with 5,000 people than there are in a city of 9 million. But part of that is down to the fact that everyone just wanted to chat all the time. And I got away from London because I wanted to get away from a place without, you know, a community. And I've come to a place where everyone just loves each other, and that's a beautiful thing.
I loved hearing that. I really do. You've got so much on the go. I don't know how you keep up with it all. You've got a wonderful book out that has been a huge hit, Brit Happens, or Living the Canadian Dream. It came out in 2022, but you've got another one coming.
Yes, so I'm writing a second book now, which is kind of more of the same in terms of stories through my life, but it kind of focuses on, you know, being diagnosed with ADHD, age 45, how that kind of changes how you look back on your life. And it's almost kind of discovering that has almost given me permission to reveal some of the stories that I was too scared to put in the first one because I thought people might judge me for them, but now I have an excuse.
Right. And it is obviously a serious topic. It's impacted you profoundly in your life.
Totally.
But there's humor. You find humor in everything.
Well, that's what I've always tried to do, and with my comedy, I never laugh at things that I feel could upset people, but at the same time, I like to find humor. I like to always be the butt of all my jokes. So, you know, having an awareness of this condition, which by talking about it, it has been wonderful seeing kids come up to me and say how much it's changed their lives being diagnosed at a much younger age. And, you know, massive shout out to, you know, all of the school teachers out there who are helping children, because when we were kids, there was no knowledge. Right. So, you know, I was just, you know, considered the stupid kid as opposed to, you know, suffering for different reasons. And so it's really nice to now speak to children who, by being diagnosed, are now getting the help that they deserve.
And show them that you can live a very successful life.
Well, that's it. And it's how to channel this thing into a superpower.
Right.
Because, you know, I mean, my brain never resting, don't worry, it's very exhausting, right?
It's fun for the rest of us, though, I have to say. Okay, we have to talk about the Imperial Theatre because something magnificent happened there recently. Tell me about it.
Well, yes, so last weekend I did my annual tour date at my local theatre, which is the Imperial Theatre in St. John. And every year I like to obviously bring a whole new show. Every year it's like a different 90-minute show. This year it's my greatest hits tour, so it was all my kind of, you know, favourite jokes from the past 20 years. And I wanted to end with a big surprise. And the big surprise was, as I started my final routine, the audience heard music, and then the screen lifted up, and they discovered that the music they hear is not from an iPod or an iPhone or whatever, a record player, whatever, 8-track cartridge, however we listen to music now. It was a 64-piece symphony orchestra on stage with me, somehow staying completely silent behind a screen. And I can honestly say, I mean, I was so caught up in the moment and worried about the logistics and the details that I didn't really fully appreciate it. But in the last week, I've had so many people coming up to me saying that they just burst into tears.
Amazing.
It's been magical seeing that, and I never stop appreciating people coming to shows, so I like to give them a reason to come back.
Well, there probably won't be an orchestra there tonight, but a lot of reasons to go. Yuck Yucks tonight in Halifax and also tomorrow. To learn more or for a complete list of tour dates in the Maritimes and beyond, we have included a link to your website on our website, ctvnewsatlantic.ca. Really quickly, to all the naysayers who, when you moved to the small town 10 years ago, what do you say to them now?
I have to say, just the proof's in the pudding. Come here, try it for yourself. Atlantic Canada, you can do anything here. Anything is possible in this region, and you'll meet the greatest people in the world, guaranteed. Like yourself.
Back at ya. Thank you, James. Here's Stephanie.
Thanks, Maria. We saw mostly cloudy sky across much of the Maritimes today.